Okay, so this is my part 3 of my 2-part birth story. That is to say that this is actually my afterbirth story, which I guess is kind of entitled to its own little video because the afterbirth was a little bit of a crazy time for us. Aria was born at 11:43 p.m. on Tuesday, September 1st. She was 8 pounds even and 20.5 inches long. And every bit as perfect as I thought she was going to be. And she was born at home without any sort of pain medication or anything like that, or medical interventions. She was completely natural. And although we were going to try to have a water birth, it just didn't work out exactly like that after all. So she was actually born in our bedroom, on our bed, in the very same spot that we sleep in every single night. And so after she was born, she was put on my chest, and where she stayed, and they kind of cleaned her up, and everything was fine. And a lot of this is really not, I don't remember a lot of it. So some of it's kind of like just common sense. I know the basic sequence of things, but I don't actually remember them. And some of the things I actually do have a slight recollection of, but most of it is really, really fuzzy for me, which is kind of sad. I don't remember really my first moments with my baby, but they were pretty intense. So I know that we waited for the cord to stop pulsing before David was able to cut it. And I think that was probably 10 or 15 minutes after the birth. So the umbilical cord stayed intact for just under 20 minutes. And then basically we were just waiting for the delivery of the placenta, which I think normally happens within half an hour maybe to like 45 minutes. But mine didn't seem as though it really wanted to come, and I was bleeding a lot. I mean, I don't want to say that I was bleeding like a lot, but I was bleeding a normal amount, but for a longer period of time than everybody felt fully comfortable with. Here you go, baby. You're okay. So at one point, I remember I was given some stuff to help with bruising, and I was given some stuff to help with I'm having a really hard time remembering. I do know that once Vicky thought it had been a little bit too long. Aria, look, that's you on the TV screen. The computer. Yeah, look. Say hi. 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 Anyways, I know that once Vicky decided it had been a little bit too long for comfort, that she decided she was going to administer a shot of Pitocin to help encourage the afterbirth contractions so that I could deliver the placenta, because I was losing too much blood, which I guess was not working fast enough. And I think that it had been probably about an hour since Aria had been born, and I had lost a lot of blood, and I had lost a lot of color, and she decided that I was having a postpartum hemorrhage, and they they called the ambulance over to my apartment. I had lost about 4 cups of blood, which was quite a bit. And they showed up, and my blood pressure was ridiculously low. It was like, you know, something I don't remember, but something retarded, like 60/40 or something really scary. And my face was white, and I must have looked really bad because I remember EMS coming in and them being worried about Dave because he was losing a lot of color too, because I guess he thought that I was going to die. And so EMS came in, and they immediately got me set up with an IV and started giving me IV fluids, and took my blood pressure, which was scary low, and you know, kind of were getting ready for me to transfer to the hospital. All the while, Vicki and I were kind of trying to work together because I was still coherent and really not wanting to go to the hospital. So we were working together to try to get the placenta delivered so that I wouldn't have to have a hospital transfer, because the hospital's not where I wanted to be. Otherwise, I would have had my baby there. And so just before, I guess, we were getting ready for transport, we managed to deliver the placenta just over an hour after Aria's birth, and immediately the bleeding stopped. So EMS hung around for a little while, and I think that because they were called out, they really wanted to transport me to the hospital, but they did give me the option because I said that I didn't really want to go, and so they checked my blood pressure a few more times, and it was continuing to rise back up. So they forced a liter, a pint, a bag. They forced a bag of fluid so that it could, I guess, encourage recovery more so than not having the fluids. And they let me stay behind. But I pretty much was in pretty bad shape after that. The bleeding stopped completely, so there wasn't any like danger of it getting any worse or anything, but I had lost so much blood, I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't sit up without losing consciousness. I couldn't go from the bed to the bathroom to urinate afterwards, which was literally less than 3 feet from my position on the bed. So that's pretty bad. I was basically bedridden for 2 or 3 days, and then even when I was able to get up and get around, I couldn't walk more than like from room to room without getting extremely dizzy. And so, baby, you can't really have that. You're okay. You have the keys. You have the keys. So anyways, yeah, my afterbirth was pretty difficult. And I would say that we got pretty lucky that I didn't have to go to the hospital. Aria. But, you know, I kind of decided that if I had to transfer to the hospital, it would have been okay with me at that point for a number of reasons. Aria was able to choose her own birthday. She came on her own time when she was ready, and I had a completely natural labor and a completely natural childbirth, and I had immediate skin-on-skin contact with my child, and we didn't sever the umbilical cord until it was finished pulsing. So there were a lot of things about the birth experience itself that I would not have lost had we had to transfer to the hospital, and those were definitely the most important things to me. So all in all, I'm glad that we did get to stay home, but if we'd had to transfer, I would have been able to live with that, definitely. So Anyways, that's my scary little afterbirth story. See you next time.